Only those who risk going too far can possibly find out how far one can go. Chase your dreams and you shall taste the sweetness of victory.
Our attitude towards life determines life attitude towards us. A wise positive attitude prompts us to expect favorable result as the time comes.
We had already honed our knowledge and skills from ACES until 𝗘𝐴ces. Now, to fully equip us to be competent professionals, we are on our way to build our attitude guided by our competent and inspiring speakers this afternoon. This is Call of Duty Day 3, Chase the Race. Ready to conquer with bravery and gallantry.
Ito yung pinangahawakan ko as a leader. Hindi ko masasabing magaling akong teacher. Hindi ko rin masasabing magaling akong designer. But I could say that I can produce good student and good designer. But for me to be a good leader is for me to be able to produce better leader than me. Mas gugustuhin ko pang mas maging magaling pa kayo sa akin kaysa lumabas kayo na walang alam. So, kayo din mismo, huwag niyong hahayaan na yung knowledge na meron kayo is hadlangan yung iba. Maging catalyst kayo ng ibang tao para mas umangat pa sila.
First speaker pa lang, pero the credential says it all. We hereby formally introduce to you all Engineer Victor Joseph Villa-Verde. Let us give him a warm virtual round of applause.
Important to. Your role changes from technical to management. Sa first job nyo, siguro ma-apply nyo pa yung mga natutunan nyo sa college. Diba? Yung lessons nyo about concrete and steel design, yan, ma-apply pa natin sila. Pero, as you progress your career, kunyari, naging project manager na kayo, those lessons would matter less and less. And ang mas magiging important na would be yung management skills na. How you handle people. So, need din natin syempre na continuously learn. Hindi ibig sabihin na may first job na tayo ay magiging parang complacent, di ba? Dapat continuously learn as we progress sa career natin. Basta tayo ng books. Hindi lang limited sa civil engineering books yung need natin basahin. Yan. Read books on leadership, on influence, on productivity, lahat ng yon kasi mas magagamit natin yun as we progress sa career natin. Nakaland kayo ng interview sa isang company. Research nyo muna yung company na yon. Research nyo kung ano yung background nila, kung ano yung role na i-assign sa iyo. At pati na rin yung salary para na rin na hindi nyo sasayangin yung oras nyo kung hindi pala ganun yung expected salary nyo pagpasok nyo, diba? Yun, i-research nyo lahat ng yun para ready na kayo once na i-take nyo yung interview na yun.
So, the question is, what's the first book you recommend for a fresh graduate?
Nice. So, yung first book na marirecommend ko is actually yung first book din na binasa ko about business, about entrepreneurship din, and that is The Magic of Thinking Big by David Schwartz. So yun yung that really helped me develop yung mindset talaga na kailangan para mag-start if ever gusto niyo mag-start ng business or kung gusto niyo mag-climb, di ba, ng professional or corporate ladder.
Sabi dito, engineer, paano po yung mga average student na konti to walang experience or achievements? Ano magiging content ng resume?
Well, average students, I assume average siguro sa academics, gano'n, na hindi gano'n kagaling. I don't think that would be a limit kung kunyari you go out of your way to have extracurricular activities. So for example, na student, mag-join kayo ng student council, 'di ba? Hindi naman kailangan, 'di ba, ng academic requirements for that. Talagang, 'di ba, maybe dun mo pa nga malalaman na doon ka pala magaling, 'di ba, sa leadership. try out as many things as possible habang nasa college ka. It doesn't have to be academic related. Kasi yung academics nyo is just one factor siguro sa pag-consider ng job application. The majority or the more important na kailangan yung ma-develop would be yung leadership skills nyo.
Let us all welcome with an outstanding round of applause a student leader, a certified beauty and brain, an inspiration, a civil engineer, Engineer Christine G. Dak.
So now, let me ask you, what are your personal brands? If you have arrived at a certain answer, then sell it to the employers or hiring managers to get the job of your dreams. And once you are hired, focus on that strength and develop it further for your own advantage. Everyone's do that. My mindset back then was I needed to develop a habit and invest in myself to have an impressive college experience and resume. And yes, you can start building your character as early as college, and as much as possible, aim to be a holistic one. Why? Because when you started working, you need only two. You need to have first a good technical skills. It's just the basic of CE. And second, valuable soft skills. No more, no less. For you right now, technical skills, yeah, you can learn it from the four corners of your room or self-learning to upskill yourself. Soft skills during college, you can improve it from joining organizations. Well, it's up to you, actually, how you would want to develop it. So now we have this one. It's just a click of your mouse, and then it will now develop a fully structured grillage model of a bridge with all the necessary properties and loadings. So yeah, as you can see in the video, those are all properties of the grillage bridge model. Those are the restraints. And next one, as you can see, if you're already familiar with moving loads, there's a moving load applied to a bridge. So you have the static loads and you also have the moving loads. So we will now try to generate those moving loads. Yeah, that's it.
For our next question po, Engineer, ano-ano po mga ginagawa nyo in managing your time? Kayo po ba yung crammer type or ginagawa nyo po agad yung task nyo earlier?
I'll tell you na cramming is good. Cramming is okay as long as you deliver quality results pa rin naman. So, as long as you manage your time well and as long as you're enjoying what you're doing and as long as wala ka namang anong tawag dun, as long as you're not falling short, kumbaga, you can cram. Diba? You can cram kasi we're not perfect. We're not perfect students. We're not perfect leaders. We're not perfect employers. We also have lapses. Sometimes tinatamad tayo. But it's fine. It's okay to rest. But just deliver whatever you want to deliver.
Sabi dito, Engineer, ano pong ma-advise nyo if mamimili kami ng specialization between structural and construction management po?
If it's structural, you have to open the books pa. You have to familiarize yourself how it's gonna do. So it's more on calculations. It's more on thinking talaga. But if you do construction naman, it's more on labor, something. Ikaw yung pupunta doon. More on management. So that's the difference. Ako gusto ko munang malaman yung back end, kumbaga, before I proceed to see what's the result.
On behalf of PLM-ACES, we want to thank all our speakers from the first day of the series. Engineer 𝗖𝗹𝗹 for the structural engineering and Engineer 𝗘𝐴CES for the construction management. On the second day, we had Engineer John Paul de la Rosa for the STAAD Pro and Engineer 𝗘𝐴𝐿𝐿 for the AutoCAD Civil 3D. And of course, our speakers for today, Engineer Christine Kakdak and Engineer Victor Joseph Villafuerte. We also extend our gratitude to our advisor, Engineer Maria Emilia Sevilla, and our chairperson, Engineer Miller Cotora, for the help and supervision throughout the webinar series despite their busy schedule. I also thank the executive officers and the different committees of PLM-ACES, especially the webinar committee, yan sila Jade, Rona, and si Kim, for the time, effort, and hard work in making this event a success. And to our participants from PLM and other universities, this event would not be possible if not because of the people I mentioned. As we officially end this event, may we all be reminded that we may have taken the same course, civil engineering, but we still have our own story to tell. Most of the time, we ask ourselves, are we on the right path? I believe that it is not important to know if it is the right path or not. What matters is for us to find out which path, or better yet, create our own, that gives us joy and ignites our passion. With this, we don't have to worry if we are in the right path or not, because any path will take us to our destination for as long as we persevere and believe in ourselves.